Hello everybody and welcome to Brain Linker. I hope everyone is healthy and doing well with your work. It's a long time since I made my last video, probably 6 months. Sorry for that long delay. My last video was on 1Z0-819 exam, and in all this meantime I was preparing for the same exam, and recently I have cleared the same exam. I will not reveal my score at this stage of the video. You have to watch my entire video to know my score. The motive behind this video is to share my exam preparation, my strategies, overall my experience of the exam so that anyone would take benefit from it. Another thing that I would like to mention at the start of video is I will refer 1Z0-819 as OCP 11 because it's difficult to say 1Z0-819. So without wasting time, let's get started. First thing is preparation time. How much time I actually took to clear the exam. If you look overall time, then I started my preparation after making my last video. So it took nearly 6 months. In between those 6 months, I have had breaks. It's not like I gave continuous 6 months. So if you exclude all those breaks, then you can say it took nearly 5 months. As I was OCA certified before, that helped me immensely while preparing for OCP 11. You may need more time if you are directly planning to give OCP 11. As I am a professional Java developer and doing a job as a Java developer, I do not get much time on weekdays. So I was only able to spend 1 or 2 hours a day on weekdays. On weekends, Saturday, Sunday, I was spending nearly 3 to 4 hours a day. Second thing is resources. What are the resources I have used? When we talk about resources, there is no better resource than a complete study guide book. But again, as of currently, there is no designated book available for 1Z0-819. So I started my preparation with the book called OCP, Oracle Certified Professional Java SE 11 Developer Complete Study Guide by Gene Boyarsky and Scott Selikoff. The book is on earlier exams which were 1Z0-815 and 1Z0-816. Those two exams have been retired and Oracle has combined those two exams and made 1Z0-819. So the syllabus is almost similar apart from 2-3 topics. Now talking about the content of the book is very well explained and written in an easily understandable manner. I wouldn't say it covers 100% of the syllabus, but it pretty much covers 95% of it. Few of the topics were not in much depth. That's the only thing I do not like about the book. Otherwise, it's pretty much a good book and all the topics have been explained really well. Of the few topics that they haven't covered in the book, I would like to mention 2-3. First and foremost is security. They haven't explained secure coding guidelines. Second one is JDBC. Actually, they have explained JDBC and it's quite good, but they haven't covered specifically JDBC commit. Third one is overriding rule with generics. Now talking about the number of pages, the book has 1900 pages divided into 2 parts. I have read part 1 once and part 2 twice. Another thing that I like about the book is it is having on and around 20 questions at the end of each chapter. That's very helpful because you can directly assess yourself after reading a particular chapter and you can clear out your misunderstanding if you misunderstood anything. While reading the book, make sure you note down important points because writing it makes you more active and focused, and other benefit is you get to quickly revise yourself before the exam. Another thing that I would like to add is make sure you do all the examples given in the book because it will help you understand it better, and as you are doing practicals you will not get bored. The conclusion of the book is I would still say it's currently the best and would recommend the same. Now the third thing, mock test. Mock tests are very important for the exam because practice makes anyone perfect. To pass the exam, half of the preparation is reading the book and the other half is mock test. I have purchased Enthoware mock test. They had 2 variants of licensing. The content of both the variant is the same. The only difference between these two is first variant offers web support for a year and a lifetime desktop support, and the second variant just offers lifetime desktop support. Now looking at the price of both the variant, first variant that offers web plus desktop costs you nearly 1400 Indian rupees, and the second variant that just offers lifetime desktop support costs you nearly 900 Indian rupees. Particularly, I had purchased the second variant. The price mentioned by me was the latest one at the time of making this video, and obviously it's subject to change. Talking about the content, there were 22 mock tests divided into 3 categories: foundation test and unique test, each having 3, 16 and 3 tests respectively. Apart from it, it has several other sections like test according to difficulty level. Another thing worth mentioning is it also has a feature of objective wise test, where you can attend chapter wise test, or you can customize your test by combining multiple chapters, and that's a really good thing. Another thing that worth mentioning is it has the support of progress report, where you can monitor your marks topic wise, and that's the best thing you can have because you can directly target your weak points and rectify mistakes. Now talking about my progress report of nth where out of 22 tests, my lowest score was 55% and the highest was 89. And another thing I wanted to clear out is you can get failed initially in the mock test because you haven't had the practice of spotting the errors. So don't get demotivated from it. Even I got failed in 5 tests out of 22 tests. My scores in those exams were 55, 67, 67, 66 and 67 respectively. So don't get demotivated from initial failures. I think I should start a motivational channel. Jokes apart, my exam experience and result. I gave my test at local center on 16th April 2021. I had booked the slot for 4:30 p.m. At the center, as soon as I reached there, they started the process by filling up the log sheet. Then there is a verification process based on ID proof. Then a PC was assigned to me. Before starting the actual exam, they gave 10 minutes to review terms and conditions and all. Some of the questions were unscored. Actually, that's what written in a terms and condition. Unscored means they will not affect the result. But the tricky part is you don't know which question is unscored. Initial questions were, I guess, slightly lengthy or difficult. Then I got few easier ones too. Same thing I have faced at the time of OCA 2. My exam tip is you should make sure you shouldn't be spending more time on a particular question. As you have total 50 questions and 90 minutes, at max you should spend nearly 1 or 1.5 minutes. What I have done is whenever I find question lengthier, like iterating values through the loop or any complex calculation, I just left that question and moved to the next question, and at the end I answered all those questions. But in this technique, make sure you spare enough time at the end, otherwise they will be untouched and chances of you getting failed will increase. I was having 10 minutes to review all incomplete or marked questions. The exam doesn't have negative marking, so make sure you attempt each and every question. Another technique that I used is whenever I get confused among available options, I just selected the option that looks more appropriate rather than spending more time on it, and I will mark that question and will review at the end. Obviously, I will only review it if I get enough time. Another very important thing is make sure you read question patiently because your misunderstanding can cost you more. Sometimes in a question they ask you which line causes the compiler error, and if you didn't read it quite well, then you may select option that actually compiles. Most of the time the questions are having multiple correct options, but the good thing is they say total number of correct options, like please select 2 or 3 valid options. One thing I wanted to clear out is which topic asks more on the exam doesn't matter because question papers will be pretty random. Unlike OCA, in OCP I got result just after finishing my exam, otherwise it would generally take 30 minutes. Certificate will be available within 48 hours. I got after 24 hours. Talking about my result, I scored 80%. That's it from my side. I will give all important links in the description and I will try to make more videos on Java. Until then, this is Vishnu Radhanpura signing off. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe us. Please press the bell icon for latest updates. If you have any doubt about the video, you can ask me on the comment section. Goodbye.